So welcome everyone. In our previous video, we talked about comment and the type of comment we have. We said we have the single line comment and the multi-line comment. And we said we learned about how to use comment to or give an intro to how to use comment to trace errors in our code. And we said comment does not get executed along with our major code. So whatever is regarded to be comment, it doesn't get executed with our major code. So the comment I used to give short description about a certain code, and this description does not get executed. So for remembers and something else when you or that use for troubleshooting. So um right now we'll be moving straight to how to write or print something in our terminal window, our document, our DOM, and our console. So let's get right to it. So same as where we are in our previous example. I'm just going to get rid of this what I have right here, and now I want to also get rid of this. So yeah, if I'm to run this code, it's not going to show anything, no errors, nothing. So but what we have done so far at this point, we've only succeeded in creating or declaring a variable. So we've declared a variable called message, and we assign the data to this variable, and this type of data we have here in number 2. Now number 2 is what? String. Yeah, you got it. So it's a string data type, and we also declared another variable called x, and we assign a number data type to it of 2. Same for y, a number data type of 3. Same for z. We gave it in data a variable. We created a variable called z, and we assigned another variable called x, and addition of another variable called y. So if that's what I said about a variable. A variable is used to store anything. You can assign a variable to a variable, you can assign a function to a variable. So that is one cool thing about variables. So on this note, we'll be talking on how to print something in our console document windows. So we have a variable called message, and it has a message in a string format. I want to print this message on my on my console. So firstly, let's start from the scratch basics. In this case, now we'll be talking about how to print something on our console. So to print something on the console window, all you have to do is to say call the name console. Then after writing console, you say dot log. So you can see the color of the log actually changed. So console.log, then you put your open bracket and your closing bracket. It actually closes automatically. So then remember, in every of your statement or code, you have to end it. So whatever you want to print on your console is going to be placed in between this bracket. So I want to print a message called welcome to my website. Now remember, this is supposed to be a string because a message, but it's not a string. In order to convert this into a string, the way it is right now is a variable that has not been declared. So such cases will produce an error. Let's run this. See, missing arguments. So in order to run this code right now, for it to work, I have to put a double quote and also a double quote. So with this, we should have our code running. So let's check that. So we have welcome to my website. So we've printed welcome to my website on our terminal on our console. So let's check for let's make some changes. We can do something like okay, got this part. So in order to okay, so in order to improve this code, you see, in the previous video we made an instance where we said we declare the variable, right? Let's say x. We declare the variable and we assign a data of 2 to it. So we said whenever we see x is representing something. So automatically when you see x, you should be seeing 2. So x is representing 2. So in this case, we declare the variable called message and we assign a string data type saying welcome to my website. So message is representing welcome to my website. So anywhere you see message is equal to welcome to my website. So instead of me coming here and writing welcome to my website again, all I have to do, I can just replace welcome to my website with string with message, the variable called message, and it's going to display the same message to me in my console saying welcome to my website. So let's do that. So this is what I mean. So instead of coming here and saying welcome to my website again, you can just come here and say message. So if you have to run this code, see it still works. Welcome to my website. This is the best way to do this professional way. So we've learned how to write something on our console. Let's learn how to write something now on our dialog box. So we'll say to write something on a dialog, there's something called the dialog box. You use the keyword called alert. So alert dot, sorry, there's no dot, alert, just alert then. So in this case, I also want to alert the message. You can see this how the alert is. Welcome to my website. So the console is not going to load yet unless I click OK. Then we have welcome to my website. So that is one thing about alert. So I want to show you something as well. You see, we can also print a number data type directly. It's not going to see it as a variable. It's going to be printed. So 2, then welcome to my website. So back to message. So that is it about writing something on your console and in your alert dialog. So let's go over to the DOM. So I can see writing something on the document, you use the keyword write then message, write then your normal opening bracket. So put your argument, whatever you want to message at. So if you have to run this code, it's not going to work. You can see write undefined. Write is undefined. So the way it is right now, message is defined because we've created it, but write is seeing it as a variable and it's undefined. The reason it's not working is because you are saying write this message. So what are you telling to write this message? You need to tell the computer that let the computer write this message on the document. So doing that, you have to say document then dot write. So this is what how you did document dot write. Then if you have to run this time around, it's going to work, but you won't see it because you are not using, we've not started HTML. So we've started HTML. You're going to see how this is working. So like I said, it's not going to work because we have not linked it to an HTML document. So we are not having documents here, any form of HTML document. So we are saying in our HTML document, write this code over there, print this message, welcome to my website. But currently now there's no document right here, so it's not going to work. So until we started using HTML, we are going to make use of this example again so you can see it happening live. So let's and comment this. So that is it for so that is it so that is it for um displaying something on our console and on our alert dialog or dialog box, and also for the document.